It seems like a good idea, the night before a fishing trip, or I guess the plan, it always sounds good, in theory. But when you get out here, really reality sets in. So, I planned on taking you guys on an adventure today, going a little bit old school. I'm at one of my favorite local lakes to panfish on, but I'm tired of fishing in the same areas, and I'm tired of fishing where everybody else fishes. So today I want to take you guys on an adventure and explore a whole brand new part of the lake that I've never ice fished. But unfortunately, to get to where I want to go, there's open water, so that's not going to happen. So what we're going to do is we're going to fish this little bit of an interior basin. Again, I've never ice fished this part of this lake, so we're going to do a bunch of hole hopping. I've got my Humminbird flasher. We're going old school. I got my power auger. I've got my kneeling pad from Thermoset. And yeah, stay tuned. I don't know what to expect today, but the area that I have been fishing that I found a couple years ago when Mrs. Blue Jay and I moved here from Virginia, the fish are there, but they're all small. And my kind of goal was I want to try to find the biggest bluegills, biggest panfish in this lake. And unfortunately, I can't get to 3/4 of the lake that I wanted to get to today. So yeah, stay tuned. Can't promise you guys too much, but we'll see what happens. I'll kind of walk you guys through what I'm doing, why I'm doing, trying to break down areas of not a new lake, but a lake that I fished before, but just a new area, and how to try to find fish. So stay tuned. Hope you guys enjoy this kind of content. My name is Jay Ball, owner of Blue Jays Outdoors. Thank you for the support. Stay tuned and see if we can't catch any fish today. Where I'm at, as you can see on the Navionics app, which I highly suggest you guys download this, but you can see this red arrow is where I'm located currently. And I don't want to say it's a basin, but there's this kind of point that sticks out. I wanted to go fish over here. You guys can see all those inside turns. Inside turns is typically where a lot of these fish hang out this time of year, but unfortunately I can't get there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start drilling a bunch of holes kind of in this little basin area and just see if I can't locate the fish. I don't have Pam with me. I want to do it old school like I used to do and see if we still can catch fish without all the super crazy fancy electronics. So let's pop some holes and see what we can find. Hopefully we can put something together. Stay tuned. I found about 12 foot of water, and I know it might be kind of hard to see, but 12 foot, or it's probably maybe like 13 feet deep. But if you look, bottom is that really hard red line right there. And I'm not sure if that is grass or if that's fish above there. So I don't know. We're just gonna drop a jig down and see if there's any fish here. So let's see what's down there. Starting off with a good old AW tungsten with the pink polyball. See if there's anything down there. Don't have my hopes up too high, but let's see what we can find. Those just must be weeds. There's nothing. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. That red line. Whatever that red line is, that might be a fish right there. I just moved to a new spot down along that edge. I couldn't find any down there, so now I'm on this inside turn here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start drilling holes along this whole inside turn and see if I can't find these fish here. I've only ice fished in this spot one time a couple years ago. Didn't really do much, but we're on a mission. Hole count is up to 11 right now. So I want you guys to guess how many holes it's going to take for me to drill before I catch my very first fish. And whoever guesses correct, I'll give you something. I'll give you, I don't know, we'll give you something pink, maybe a pink frog or a pink lure. So hole count's at 11 right now, and I want you guys to see how many holes it takes for me to actually catch my very first fish. So think about a number, and if you guys do have a number, make sure you leave it down in the chat. If I even catch a fish, probably should wait till I even catch one to start guessing. But yeah, let me know what you guys think as far as how many holes it's gonna take me to catch my very first fish today, so stay tuned. Did it, guys. I caught my very first fish in a semi kind of new spot. This is an absolute giant. Check this fish out. Look at this thing, guys. It's absolutely crap. There was a perch there, I swear. He was tiny. He was like that big, but I caught one. So how many holes do you think it took me to drill to catch this fish? Let's see if we can't catch a few more. I promise I caught a fish here. If you guys guess the right number of holes it took me to drill to catch that fish, or fish holes I should say, because I drilled more than I actually am at right now. But let me know how many of you guys think it took for me to catch that fish that you didn't see, but I swear it happened. So see if we can't find some more. All right, finally we got our second fish of the day, I guess, but hit that AW tungsten with a DMF waxworm. Yeah, we're grinding it out. Finally, I don't know, saying I put something together, but nice thick chunky rock bass. We'll get them back and see if we can't get a few more. So I just moved spots, moved to the other side of the lake on an opposite inside turn that I've never fished, because the one inside turn that I fish all the time has not been producing any fish, and there's been a bunch of people sitting on that spot. So I just walked over here. I think there's a few down here sitting in about 24, 25 foot of water. We'll see. And stuff's a grind. You know, you gotta love it. I guess that's what makes fishing so enjoyable for me, is trying to find different fish. You know, no one's ever come out here and showed me how to fish this lake. I just started fishing it when Mrs. Blue Jay and I moved here. So this to me is fishing, trying to find your own fish and not trying to find somebody else's or fish somebody else's. So let's see. All right, there looks to be some fish in this hole, maybe a little bit shallower, 24 feet now. We'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna be after the biggest panfish in the lake, just bigger ones than what I've been catching. I know they're in here. There's a wall hanger. Giant. Absolute giant. Look at that. That is a massive, massive perch. Good thing I moved over here. Just joking. But 40 holes later, caught my third fish. So 40 holes and 3 fish. Probably not a good average. But again, I'm exploring today. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this adventure. I know it's probably not the most entertaining, but this is what ice fishing is all about. I'm not one of those guys to follow the pack and follow the crowd. I like to go fish other places. Try to dial them in myself. I guess just that's me. If that's not you, you might be one of those people that always asks people or other content creators where they're fishing. Not sure why people do that. I don't think the people realize how much time goes in actually trying to find fish and structure. And then people get offended when people don't tell them exactly where they're fishing. I don't understand that, but maybe I'm just old school. Another giant. Absolute mega perch in this hole. Bet you no one's gonna ask where I'm catching fish this size. I can guarantee that. These aren't the fish I'm looking for. No Star Wars reference there for you guys that are Star Wars fans like myself. Yep, I gotta move holes. There's fish in here, but I gotta move maybe a little bit shallower because these are just not the size of fish I'm looking for. I don't think these are the fish I'm looking for. There might be one down there that's a little bit bigger. It's another perch. Yep, another perch, a little bit bigger perch. But still looking for the bigger ones. There's maybe a little bigger one. Feels like another perch. No, bluegill. Hey, first bluegill of the day. I think that's fish number 6. So 50 holes and 6 fish. Still not really good odds, but hey, we're catching some. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. You know, that's I guess that's the one thing is I try to like keep this stuff real. No pun intended. Maybe so. But this is what it's like. I mean, it's not always about going out and catching giant fish and catching your limit. I mean, it's a process, right? And I don't know if a lot of people show this part of the process, you know, or the struggles, the trials, the tribulations of fishing. You know, it's like, I guess it's not that entertaining, but me as that type of angler, I enjoy watching people that show the struggles because I can relate. So shout out to everybody that keeps it real. All right, hole count is 68. I might have found some kind of back in one of my older Lyle's spots, I guess. Man, definitely tough, but it is what it is. Alright, fish number 7 or 8, I forget. Bass, another bass, look at that. Can't catch the big ones to save my life, but guess we can catch the little ones. Got some red lips on them, getting that lipstick. bass. It's a cool little bass down there. Kind of cool. Pretty colors this time of year. Get him back in the water. Grow up, get bigger. Another wall hanger. Another bass. That's 3 bass in the same hole. That's crazy. Wonder why all these little bass are here. Wonder where their mama is. Need to find their mama. Their big daddy. Thanks for playing, buddy. Always be recording. There's a jumbo. Finally hooked in a decent one. We're gonna let this fish go. Not a lot of these big perch in this lake, so we will let this fish get back and live another day. So that's going to wrap it up for today's adventure. Man, I tell you, it sure was a grind. I talked to a couple other guys that came out this morning, and yeah, just really slow day. It was weird just because the fish forecast was like 96%, one of the highest days we've had all season, during ice season, I guess. But yeah, I had a good time anyway. Ended up drilling 73 holes, and I think I caught maybe 9 fish. 1 rock bass, and then the 1 big perch, and then a lot of other small perch and 1 bluegill. But hey, it's always good to be on the water. You don't always catch them. And yeah, I guess that's kind of what I just want to do, is just show you guys the real stuff when it comes to fishing. It's not always about the catching, right? Like, there's a lot of grinding that goes on that you guys don't probably see. Some content creators do a good job, I think, of sharing it. Some others don't. But that's one thing that I want to continue to do, is just actually show you guys what really goes on to try to create content. And you're not always going to catch them, right? That's why it's called fishing. If it was called catching, everybody would do it. But hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Again, you're not the only ones out there struggling. If you guys are having a hard time catching fish, it happens to all of us, you know. But hey, anytime on the water is a good time. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Channel growth's been going really, really well. I do appreciate all the support. And also too, guys, you know, just a quick shout out. I work with a lot of great brands, and go look in the description of this video and see some of the promo codes that I have for some of the great brands that I work with. Revital Outdoors, Outdoor Supplements, Team Batum, Thermoset. There's a bunch of companies that I work with, guys, and their products are really, really good. I only work with the brands with the stuff that I use on a daily basis, right? So yeah, go check out those companies. Go help support those small businesses. I've got a couple different codes for those brands to save you guys a little bit of money. It does help support the channel as well, so I can continue to make good content for you guys. So again, from the bottom of my heart, thanks for all the support. Hope you guys have a great day, and hopefully next time we will see you on the water catching some fish, and maybe not just fishing. You guys have a good day. Thanks for everything as always.